Hello, world. Welcome to Missy Girls YouTube channel, broadcast, whatever. How is everyone today? The last time I made a video was in the beginning of this year, right? Or the end of last year? Beginning of this year. So before we get started, make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, and share and comment if you either have a tattoo, you want a tattoo, or you're terribly terrified of getting a tattoo. Well, if you didn't know by the description and by me saying tattoo like 5 times, this is a story time about when I and how I got my first tattoo. And boy was I terrified. Okay, so I've been having this thoughts of having a tattoo for like a year and a half now, maybe. And I don't know what kind of made me get one. I guess like a lot of my friends were saying like you should get a tattoo. Like I have a tattoo. Da, 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 da. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, like if you have a tattoo and you're still alive, like it obviously can't be that bad. And mind you, I have a low tolerance to pain. Like the one little stomach ache, I would cry forever. Like I don't know how I'm gonna have childbirth. I don't know, but yes. Anyway, that's a different story. I don't have kids, but anyway. So I just like randomly thought about it like during work because like my best friend, she has like a couple tattoos, and I was like, hey yo, like I really want a tattoo. And she's like, what do you want? And I was like, I want like something small, like a heart. She's like, oh, that'll be nothing, like you won't feel anything, like it'll be okay, like da 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 da. I'm like, okay, great, like um so then she was like, when do you want to get it done? And I was like, I mean, like, you let me know and I'll let you know, like, you know what I mean? So then she's like, okay, cool, like, we can go after work. And I was like, okay. Oh, no. Or was it a Saturday? It was, it was a Saturday, because she picked me up, it was a Saturday. Because we work at the same place, but it was a Saturday. And I brought, like, my teddy bear because I was really, really, like, nervous. And there's like a tattoo place like around the corner from my house, like maybe 3 blocks over. If I walk, if I drive, it takes like a couple minutes. So then she was like, oh, I have to go to Walmart. I was like, okay, cool. No, sorry, five below. I have to go to Five and Below. I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, do you want, I was like, okay, we're gonna go before we get your tattoo. I'm like, okay, great. Like, she's like, I want you to build like the anxiety. I'm just like, you're fake. So you went to Five and Below. We got a couple things, and like it was obviously the summer. Like I have, like I can show you my text. I'll show it later. Um, it was like the summertime. Like I have it like on my upper thigh, so I had to wear shorts. And then we finally arrived, and he's talking to me about it. Like he's asking me like, what do you want? Like this is your first time getting a tattoo. Da 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 da. So then I filling out paperwork, all that good stuff. And then there's like a couple people in front of me, and like there's like a really really tall girl that walks in, and she's like, I want to get my nose pierced, or something pierced. She was getting something pierced, and I was like, you're really tall, like that. So then like I guess I'd say I had to wait for like maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. I'm just sitting there like, and then there was like 3 people in front of me, and there was like one person just got their tattoo done. I think it was like their first tattoo, and like 2 other people got already had tattoos already. So they was like, oh, so what do you want? And I was showing them a picture of the heart, and it was like, oh, that's not big, that's not bad at all, you barely feel any pain, this and that. I'm just like, great. So then I'm just like sitting there like anxious, and like my legs are shaking, and I'm like low key like about to cry, but I'm not gonna cry because I'm a boss, and bosses don't cry. So then this guy comes out of his room with like braids, and he's like, oh hi, like I heard you wanted to get a tattoo. I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, can I see like the picture so I can kind of like have like the outline? So I showed him the picture, and then he looks on Google first so he can print out the outline and everything, and he's like, that's like, how big do you want it? So I like kind of like went like that. He's like, okay, cool. And then he's like, okay, he got that little template out. He's like, okay, I'll be right with you. And I was like, like, oh, I was getting so nervous. So then she goes into the room with me. Like he's like, okay, come on, I'm ready, whatever. We go into the room. It's like this, he has like this computer with like trap music or whatever, and I'm just like I don't even listen to trap music, but today I was just like, And then he was talking to me. He's like, "Oh, are you nervous?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's not gonna hurt that bad." I'm like, "That bad?" And he's just like, it's gonna be okay. Like, I'm really good with my work. Like, I don't hurt. Like, I'm really, really good. This and that. Like, I'll let you know when like I'm about to start or whatever. So I'm like laying on the like the little bench thing, because like I said, it's on my thigh, so like I have to like lay down. So I lay down and I'm just like crying and like my face is turned to the wall. So I'm just like, "Kayla, hold my hand." And she's like, "Oh my god, seriously?" I'm like, "Yes, Kayla, like hold my hand." So she holds my hand, and then I don't know why, but like the bathroom is in the room of like the person who's doing my tattoo. His name is James. Shout out to James, Addicted Tattoo in Patterson. Anyway, um, he was like this lady kept going in and out, and so that to go to the bathroom. So that caused him to like start and stop because she kept walking behind him, and he's just looking at her like, really, like you obviously see that I have a patient, like a client here, like I wouldn't say patient, but a client here, like you can't wait till I'm done. He didn't say that, but like we were all thinking the same thing. Like we just looked at her and she just kept doing it. So then he's like, "You know what?" He's like, "Are you done?" And she was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Okay, like stop." So then she leaves or whatever. He finishes and he's like, mind you, having tears down my face. Like I'm not like, but I'm crying. Like I was so scared. Oh my god. So then he was like, "It's not that bad. It's not that bad." He kept wiping it. I'm like, "Why are you wiping it?" He's like, "I like that's part of the process." And he kept doing it a couple times. Like, "See, it's done." I'm like, "Okay, great." Then he gives me like wipes and he puts like a tape on it. He's like, "Don't go in the water for this and that. Don't do this and that. Make sure you do that. Put the cream on it every day." So then, yeah, like Kayla was like recording everything, and I'm just like, "Stop." But it wasn't that bad. Like it hurt a little bit. It was just like constantly like ticking. Like that's the feeling. Like it was like a needle poking, but it wasn't that bad. Like I want another tattoo. I have two ideas. I don't know what I want. Like if you don't know who Alicia Cara is, she's the young lady who sings "Scars to Your Beautiful." And here, oh here, oh here, and "Scars to Your Beautiful." How does it go? Just the way you are. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. That song, I love her. So she has like a tattoo that symbolizes like her album, and it's like a band-aid because of like her album was called The Pains of Growing. Um, and like one of her first songs is called Growing Pains. So it basically symbolizes like how you're growing up and you're having all of these like anxiety, you're having all these pains as you're growing, and people were saying it was fun to grow up, but it's like really stressful to like become an adult or whatever. So like the tattoo symbolizes, I mean the band-aid symbolizes that, you know, it's all gonna be covered up soon. Like you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be better. Like you might have these little growing pains right now, but once you get to where you want to be in life, you'll be great. So like she has like above her elbow, I think. So that's one. And I want to get done. And the other tattoo is a scripture, Psalms 63. I forgot, but it basically says, "In times I am afraid, I would trust in thee." So instead of writing the whole thing out like on a body part, that's really painful. I just wanted to like do that, but I feel like that's more painful because it's like words. With the bandage tattoo, it's just like a band-aid with like little dots. So I don't think it'll be that painful. So we'll see. And I need money because tattoos are expensive. Like the one I got, the little heart was like $60. And like I wanted it done professionally, so I'm glad it didn't come up to like $30 or something like that. But yeah, if you have any ideas of getting a tattoo, comment below. If you're scared, don't be scared. I mean you're gonna be scared, but like don't overthink it. It's gonna hurt obviously, but it depends on like where you get it and like what you like, your tolerance level, and also like how big the tattoo is. Like I wouldn't suggest your first tattoo to be like on like a bone because that's really painful. Like I've heard from experiences, so I would get it like on the meat. That's why I got it like on my thigh. I didn't hurt that bad because it was still on the meat. But like if you would get it on like your collarbone or like your finger or like whatever, it's crazy painful. So I'm gonna show you my tattoo. Hopefully. Oh man. Okay. Excuse my ashiness. Please excuse my ashiness. that's it. That's all. And I was like nervous because oopsie, because I work at the I work at the YMCA in the summertime, so like we go swimming with the kids and stuff. So like I was like I just got it done maybe like a week, so I was really scared that it was gonna fade away. I'm like, no, all my money. But like I had to get in the water because like it's part of my job, and like all my friends were like, oh, it's okay, it'll be alright, just go in the water. And I'm just like they try to tell me to like put tape over it, and, like band-aids over it or whatever, like waterproof ones, and it kind of helped a little bit. Like the ink did kind of smear a little bit, but I was kind of like getting paranoid. But they was like, oh, it's just healing, and I'm just like, great. So yeah, that was the story of my first tattoo, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys will get a tattoo if you want one. And it means a lot to me. Oh, that's another thing. So I'm suffering with a lot of like depression and stuff. I think my mom just came home, but a lot of depression and anxiety. So I used to like kind of self harm, but not to the extent where like I would bleed. Like I would just scratch my wrist, and to the point where like I would mark up my wrist and kind of cause bruises and stuff like that. So this kind of tattoo kind of reminds me that I am somebody, I am special, I am important, I am loved. And it's in a random place, so it's just like a random thought, like I am somebody, I am special, I am loved, I am